When it comes to the Toyota Camry, there's a huge variety of styles and model years to choose from. But we're going to focus on the most recent generation with this 2018 Camry XSE. I'm Elana from Edmunds. We've tested and reviewed thousands of cars, on-road and off. Now we're partnering with CarMax, which appraises, buys, and sells hundreds of thousands of cars to help find the right sedan for you. What makes the Camry such a popular choice? Let's find out. Toyota redesigned the Camry in 2018, addressing concerns of blandness with a sporty exterior, a new interior, stiffer platform, and a more sophisticated rear suspension, which makes this Camry drive better and more comfortably than previous models. Engine options were also revised, and you have your choice of a 2.5-liter four-cylinder, which is what we have here, a 3.5-liter V6, or a hybrid. Camry remains one of the most popular sedans in the US with a great reputation for reliability, and it doesn't take much time behind the wheel to figure out why. If you're the type of person who loves to dig into the specs, click the link below for an in-depth article with all the options and numbers for your deep dive enjoyment. This is the most style-driven Camry ever built. When it debuted in 2018, this was a big departure from the cliche of Camry as reliable but uninteresting errand runner. The 2018 Camry is available in 5 distinct trim levels: L, LE, SE, XSE, XLE, and if you're shopping 2020 models, there's also a new TRD trim. Different trim levels use different materials and accents around the body, but the overall shape of the Camry remains the same, sleek and crisp. Toyota eliminated the big, wide-mouth grille, but if you are shopping through the different trim levels, you'll notice that there's still 2 front ends to choose from. The SE and XSE have a performance-inspired honeycomb grille with more black accents, while the other trim levels go for a luxury look with a wide horizontal bar grille. The differences are all cosmetic, so you can just choose the style you like more. In the rear, available quad exhaust, that means 4, and sculpted taillights make the Camry look like a car that you chose, not just one that you bought because the crash test ratings are good. Although they are, 5 stars. Point is, the Camry is still safe, but it isn't playing it safe with exterior design. How about on the inside? If you've had any sort of recent Toyota, you'll likely recognize the buttons, upholstery, screens, and other interior materials in the Camry. Toyota goes for robust over fancy, although the redesign on the dash is downright architectural. Look at that detailing. The seats are firm, especially in the base level, but they are bolstered and well-sized for both big and small occupants. You're probably going to want to look for at least an LE trim because there's not nearly as much adjustability in the seats in the true entry level. The Camry is a friendly car for smaller drivers with good visibility due to this low belt line and slim front pillars. Rear visibility is average, but that's what blind spot monitors are for. All Camrys come with a suite of driver assistance features like adaptive cruise control, automatic emergency braking, and lane keeping assist. But you're going to want to look for one with the convenience package if you're interested in things like keyless entry and ignition, auto-dimming mirrors, and that very useful blind spot monitoring. Speaking of tech, this car, the 2018 model, was the last to come without Apple CarPlay. And in 2020, the Camry got Android Auto connectivity as well. Keep that in mind if you want to hook your phone to your infotainment. Yes, there's always Bluetooth, but it's just not as good, and it's not the Camry's strong point. In fact, my only real complaint about the Camry is its buggy phone connectivity. Does give you a good excuse though if you don't want to talk to somebody. Oh, what's that? Oh, I can't hear you. Oh no, the Camry dropped the call. Call you later. While it may not connect to your phone well, the Camry does offer plenty of places to put it, with small storage up front and a console that's big enough for a medium-sized bag. In the backseat, there's plenty of legroom for tall folks, although they might brush their heads on the headliner. Same goes for car seats. Plenty of room in the car, but getting babes in and out requires a little caution. While passenger space is big, the trunk in this generation Camry is actually a little smaller than in previous years. Still, 15.1 cubic feet is similar to what you'd find behind the third row in most big SUVs, so there's plenty of room for groceries, luggage, stroller, whatever precious cargo you need to carry. Let's Let's go for a drive. The 2018 Camry has more spirit than the 2017 and earlier cars. Not so much in raw horsepower, but in steering feel and handling. That's due to changes that Toyota made in the suspension. Very technical stuff. You don't need to understand it, you will feel it. The 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine is adequate, and the 8-speed automatic transmission, which is new, is well-mannered and well-tuned. It shifts just when you need it to. You won't even know it's there. That's what a good transmission feels like. The little engine that's in this car is fine when you're up to speed. I mean, you'll have no problem passing on a highway. Ooh. However, it's a wee bit sleepy at stoplights, so I wouldn't go searching out any street races in this car. That's probably a good idea anyway, since street racing ruins your fuel economy, which is 32 mpg combined in this trim. If you want better than that, look at the hybrid. Braking and steering are slow, but in a safe, predictable way. Nothing is grabby or jittery. And the pedal feel and the steering feel, they stay the same whether you're at parking lot speeds or on the highway. What I mean is that the steering doesn't get all heavy at slow speed. That sucks because it makes it hard to park. And in other cars, the steering gets so light at high speeds that you feel unstable. The Camry is consistent all the way through. There are a couple of different driving modes that change the responsiveness of the throttle pedal. Eco helps you save gas, and Sport gives you a little more reaction. Sport kind of makes the car feel like it had a shot of espresso. It's jumpier, although I wouldn't really say it's faster. The most comfortable mode is just the normal driving mode. Overall, the Camry is not a thrilling driving experience, but it's a very pleasant one. You're going to feel comfortable and safe in wet weather and other challenging driving conditions. If you live somewhere where the weather gets really bad, you might want to look at the 2020 models, which offer an all-wheel drive option. There are kind of two different ways to shop for a car. One is shopping for something like it's a toy or a piece of jewelry, right? Like you want it because it's beautiful and really fun, a sports car or a muscle car, maybe an off-road truck. The other reason to buy a car is because you need to get a job done. You're looking at it like a tool or an appliance. I think the Camry has always sort of been more in that latter category. It's a car that you buy because you need to get somewhere. But with this latest generation, it's moving a little bit more towards that fun side. It's stylish, it's got good driving dynamics. It's still a car that you can buy because you need to get somewhere, but it's offering a little bit more fun on the drive there. If you're sticking with a sedan, the Camry is just one of several appealing and recently updated four-doors worth taking a look at. For example, the Honda Accord is a top choice based on performance, comfort, and value. For something more saucy and stylish, look at the Kia Stinger or the Hyundai Sonata. And for a bit more style and class, check out the near-luxury Mazda 6. If in the end you decide you're not a sedan fan, there are plenty of small crossovers in a similar price range. All right, you're won over. Maybe you're already shopping for a Camry, but which one? Well, the SE and XSE balance performance and comfort. The LE is more bare bones, and the XLE adds in some of the luxury creature comforts for the buyer who wants it all. For 2020, Toyota introduced the TRD trim for the sporty, performance-minded Camry shopper. We at Edmunds like the SE for its satisfying driving dynamics and comfortable ride quality. Keep an eye out for the audio and convenience packages to nab a larger touchscreen and that always helpful blind spot monitoring, among other niceties. Everyone knows that Camrys have a reputation for reliability, and that's not just a rumor or marketing dollars at work. That reputation is backed up by a Repair Pal rating of 4 stars, which is above average for the midsize car class. Toyota really stepped it up with this version of the Camry. It's stylish, it's reliable, it's safe, and it's affordable. Nobody's ever gonna say, why did you buy a Camry? It's a choice that makes sense. For more expert used car advice, be sure to subscribe and click the link below for a full article on used Camrys.